Hey guys and girls, Bored Now back with you. On this video I'm going to be talking about the first episode of the new BBC3 series. It's called Red Rose, so this is series 1, episode 1. It is called It's Grim Up North. It's full spoilers from the start of this review. So this is a new teen drama with kind of like a sci-fi type premise. So the main character of Rochelle is like an outcast in her school, in her social circle, and one day she discovers an app which pops up on her phone called Red Rose of the title, and the app seems to be offering her opportunities to become far more powerful, far more popular, all the rest of it, because at one point she makes 3 wishes into a mirror, and that is to have respect, to have wealth, to have power, basically. So from then on, the app keeps popping up with these different questions where it's almost like she can pick a path. So depending on what answers she puts in, yes or no, or whichever one she chooses, she can, it seems to direct her, and she's picking her own path, or so it appears. But obviously with this being a series, a drama series, it soon becomes obvious that weird stuff is starting to happen and things are being manipulative. Most of this episode is set up. We find out a little bit more about Rochelle, about her friend Ren. We find out Rochelle has lost her mother in the not too distant past, so she's with the father and with her like brother sister, her sort of brother sister I think it was, and so sort of a single parent household, wrong end of the tracks in a northern town in Bolton, and we see that she's just doesn't fit in or quite feel comfortable in her social circle of friends. Her best friend is Ren. We get a little bit of background on her. It's sort of touched on. There's obviously going to be more explored, but there's something going on with her and a boy who has some sort of connection with the past, and who her mother is like warning her off, saying no, it's, you know, he caused our family a lot of problems. At the same time, Ren it has started seeing this character of Noah, who there's a bit of friction there because Rochelle liked him and so saw her kissing him at like this get together after exams. Now the episode actually starts 6 months before this, so the episode starts with quite an intriguing hook, because we see Rochelle come back home to this well, it seems to be quite a fancy looking high tech sort of home, and she can't find her mum. She's looking around, and you've got like an Alexa style app which she can't seem to control. She can't seem to get it like under control and to switch off. And later on, her mother comes home, or what appears to be her mother, at least in this scene. But then Rochelle randomly jumps off the roof, so the implication is that she's being controlled by the tech. So we then, as I said, jump forward 6 months. You've got like post-exam celebrations, this whole get-together and friends, and the drama starts playing out. So a lot of this first episode is like setup of characters and more like drama. So I was a bit mixed on it, to be honest. I think maybe just because it was set up and there actually wasn't a lot of intrigue, there wasn't actually that much like going on in it outside of like sort of teen drama and family drama. The other side to it is that I just thought Rochelle was kind of unlikable, because part of the thing is that her friends are actually like nice people, like quite likeable themselves, and it just felt like too much like she was going out of her way to be like really douchey to them and nasty to everyone around them, because you get like Ren sort of gets Rochelle invited to like the popular party because the popular girl is at this thing when they're all celebrating like end of year exams, and she gets Rochelle into the party, and there's just a whole thing there where there's like a barrier between Rochelle and like the more popular girl. Even the more popular girl doesn't seem too terrible by like TV standards, but yeah, no, I think that was part of the thing. Like Ren's a really nice friend, a really good friend, and they seem, I mean, when Rochelle's kind of like picking on other people, like they're actually quite nice to the other people. Now, I think obviously part of this is because of Rochelle losing her mother type thing and some of the stuff she's gone through. But as things open up and we get to know the characters more, I'm sure things will be explained and possibly we'll get more into the characters. Now, there were definitely good things about this. I thought the performances were quite natural. The two leads especially, I thought, felt pretty natural, and there was definitely like a little bit of an edge to some of the dialogue, some of the exchanges, and I think a lot of times a lot of scenes did feel natural. It's just, as I said, a lot of it just felt mundane and typical like teen drama, and some of it might just be because it was then it's going to be aimed at like maybe a different sort of age group to who I am. But obviously some nice performances, and depending on what they do with the premise. Now, because it's a BBC3 show, I do wonder if it might just go a bit more into the teen angst and the drama than actually, exploring the sci-fi elements, which I might not be so into if that's the way it's going to go. But as I said, we've got two good pair of leads, and there's some relatable stuff in this first episode. I liked some of the scenes with Ren and with her mother, actually, that they have a nice relationship, and it feels like quite a natural like mother-daughter relationship, and the conflict between them wasn't too forced. But we see as things go on just this app sort of causing mysterious things to happen. So at one point Ren and Rochelle have a fight, and it's partly because Rochelle's been causing a scene and she's upset over Ren kissing Noah, but then also Ren kind of steps out of line and makes a remark about her mother, which obviously she feels really bad about, and Ren's mother gets her to apologise to Rochelle. And she sends this message, but then the message appears in a different way to Rochelle. Like, it appears like Ren's being all aggressive, and because like Rochelle mentioned something to Ren's mother about like the conversation and about her and this other guy, and it's like, I can't believe you mentioned it to my mother, you bitch. That's how the message appears. But then the message Ren actually said was, I'm so sorry for like mentioning your mother. So it seems as though the app is playing funny games, and the big thing at the end of the episode is Rochelle leaves like her siblings at home just for a little bit so she can go to this party hosted by the popular girl. And earlier on in the episode, because of what she wished for, she like this random like sparkling dress has appeared to her, so she from that moment she sort of has more confidence, and she goes to this party at the end, and the app keeps presenting to her kiss Noah, yes or no? And at first she puts no, but then it keeps pressuring her. And it sort of gets more aggressive, and eventually she presses yes. And that's sort of the drama at the end, and she kisses Noah, and this like douchebag is filming it on his camcorder, and it appears on the big screen, and Ren comes in and sees it. But the other thing that happens at the end is that Rochelle sees like a ghostly figure in the house with her siblings. I don't know if it was meant to be the mother, because it seemed to be a similar image to what she saw in the past with the mother, like in the woods. There's a part of the episode where she's watching like a video of her and her mother in the forest in the past, and this image that appears seems to be similar. So you've got the mother saying, "Don't worry, I'll look after them." So it does seem like this app has like manifested her mother, sort of thing, from ghost form type thing. So maybe she's gonna sort of appear in the series in some form, even if it's not her. So yeah, the ending was pretty intriguing, and there was some good stuff in the episode. It just took me a bit of getting into, and there was certain forced drama, or just, as I said, it was a bit hard to get into the lead character at first, but it was solid enough. There's like promising signs, I think. So I think I'll stick with this one for a bit longer. So that's Red Rose, episode 1. It's Grim Up North. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've watched this first episode. Like and subscribe as always. Share me out on social media. And I'll probably be back tomorrow with episode 2 if I get a chance. But yeah, let me know your thoughts of this first episode. And keep watching TV. See you later, guys.